Okay, KWNYC, this is OLR Search Features Part 2. Part 1, we had just gone through some basics here. It is on the YouTube channel, so you can watch Part 1 if you've not seen that one yet. So we have entered our credentials for a search. So now we are going to simply run the search. Of course, the third OLR video in this series is using the OLR CRM, so that if you're using searches and you want to make sure a search is tied to a particular person, a client or tenant or seller or buyer, make sure that you check that video out. So here is my search results page. I've got 55 apartments that are in my criteria. They are going to sort from most expensive to least expensive. You can decide to change that if you want to. This is a what's called a single line report, or this is not a single line report. This would be a single line report, which really just gives the nuts and bolts. But we generally look at a short form report, or at least I do. I can select all of these listings, and I can either choose to save them, which would give me an opportunity to save them to my portfolio. You can see here that I can save them to another portfolio. I would have had to have created the portfolio first, which we will talk about in another video. I can also print if we like to kill a lot of trees, or we can email them either to us, right? So this can be either a single form or short form report. Short form is what we're looking at. Who do we want to send it to? An internal report will have information for us as the real estate agent. The customer form will have that information will be redacted, anything that's sensitive to the listing. How much do we want them to know about the property, including the photos, open house details, OLR, web ID, et cetera, et cetera. And then we can submit, and then we will have an option of sending those listings to the appropriate person. Um, the other thing that we can obviously do is we can decide that we want to select individual listings. So maybe there's just a couple of listings here that we're interested in, and you can just click on those listings. You can, from this screen as well, you can choose to email the agent if you had any questions. But typically what you would do here is you would look further at the listing. You can click on the address. I just showed it to you there, 30 Park Place, 49E. If I click on the address, you'll see that I have now a listing page, which is has a lot more detail about the particular listing. I may have a floor plan here. I will certainly, in most cases nowadays, have photos that can be looked at on an entire screen. They can be blown up in some cases to be quite large. And I can then, if I choose to look at a map, email the listing, so I can email an individual listing as well. I can run a CMA report. I can submit listing modifications if it were my listing. Building details would open up another window where I would then see everything else that is happening in the building, including history and so forth, which we will cover in future presentations. I will have far more elaborate descriptions here. Mostly things are just kept in this broker summary, but you can always click through and see if there's anything here that you're missing, and just a snapshot of other details about the listing or building or similar listings. Uh, so you can see that the OLR search platform, as it relates to looking at listings, is fairly robust. Okay. Once again, this is an educational video from the coaching department. This is OLR Search Features number 2. Happy renting.